We are the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association.
We are the Pennsylvania Manufacturers Association.
Business in Pennsylvania.
And business in Pennsylvania is our business.
I'm going to jump over to the other half of the state because there's another big battle going on over there between Highmark and UPMC. And I understand that you were involved recently in a meeting with both sides. I don't want to go too far into the weeds, but for
We're
folks
not going to go too far into
folks,
the weeds.
But for our listeners who may not know about this, UPMC doctors will become out-of-network providers for Highmark patients starting January 1st. Is there any solution in sight for this, or is this going to just continue its current path?
Wow, you really went at about the 100,000-foot level on that one. This is something that, for the listeners, has been going on for quite a while in Western Pennsylvania. UPMC is the hospital system, the major hospital system, with their own insurance company. Highmark is the major insurance provider. Maybe people all across Pennsylvania have it. And they have their own hospital system,
the
Allegheny Health Network.
Yeah.
UPMC and Highmark used to have a very good working relationship, and then it died a few years ago. And UPMC does not want a contract with Highmark. Highmark wants contracts. So now I brought you down to about 50,000-foot level. Take it down a little bit further. Both sides were airing commercials that were spending money of their clients, customers, however you want to describe it, patients, that was negative towards the other one. And they should, in my opinion, and I've told them, knock it off. Don't spend money being negative about anybody else. You want to be positive about yourself, that's great. But how about putting it into patient care? And I'm insisting that they put the patients first. We put together a task force from our office, working along with the Attorney General's office, and with the management teams of both UPMC and Highmark. My staff, insurance commissioner, Secretary of Health, along with a representative from the AG's office, went out and met with the staff, the senior staff, 2 weeks ago. I met with 4 members of each board together. Had the first time the boards have sat down like that in quite a while. Mm-hmm. Last week had discussions with them. I'm not going to go into that. But I want them to remember this is about the patients first. There's a lot of other issues, though. It's about can government force a contract between two entities? And if you put this aside, because this is about health care, thinking about asking the government to make two entities create a contract is very, very frightening, in my opinion. Because if it happens in one, can it happen in the other?
Right, with regarding to forcing some kind of agreement.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy situation right now. And there's perspectives in the legislature that legislation is needed. The other side in the legislature said there's no legislation going through. So it's a real ball of wax going on right now.
Are the talks going to keep going? Do you know? I mean, is there hope for those folks who are kind of stuck in limbo?
Well, the first thing that I've said is we need to get some certainty as to where things are going to be so people can plan on it and the anxiety level can be brought down. One of my issues is you have doctors not available to people where they want that doctor, but they want a different insurance area. We've got to try and figure that out.